For us, it addressed all the manual entries, a lot of the manual labor that we had to use maybe 15, 20 years ago, a lot more automation, a lot more streamlined processes for people, new employees specifically, to come into the environment, not really understand what they're using, but how to use it. It's just kind of key for them. The learning, the LCS is very good. Anything that you'd like to learn, whether it's for an admin, from security to devs, you just have it at your fingertips. There's no limit to what you can learn. I think that's really great that it's just open for everybody. I think for me, because I'm so new, the biggest struggle that I have, not really understanding the whole big picture of how NetSuite plays into the role of a company, and I'm learning it from backwards. I think if I had a visual aid or kind of a guide of this is how NetSuite integrates into an IT infrastructure, this is how you'll use it, and this is kind of how NetSuite's recommended use of NetSuite would be from Oracle, that would be helpful for me. So it just kind of the bigger picture is how I like to look at things and kind of analyze it and fix the problem that I have. Oh, 10 for sure. Absolutely. Specifically, I think for payments, especially with AP and AR, there's so many different vendors, but there's so many different features you can have for NetSuite. That's financially, that's comforting for me. I came from finance first before I transferred to IT 15 years ago. So I understand the challenges our finance director has. But I think for the company, it's really, I don't think it's less appropriate. I think you just have to determine if it fits your business need. That's really what would be less appropriate. But for us, I think the more automation, the more we can use NetSuite, the more we use it, and more than anything else, I think it's going to be better for our business. So I've used SAP before. That was probably about 15 years ago, maybe a little bit less than that. I wasn't too heavily involved like I am now. Compared, they're both customizable. I feel like NetSuite has a better understanding for us for manufacturing and finance. So they kind of marry both together in one platform. Oracle's always been a leader in all the products that they've offered, not only in simple applications from a host standpoint, from cloud infrastructure as well. So that was kind of the big leading factor, but we also were given a very good opportunity to sit down with our consultant and have them customize it for our business. And that was big. And we didn't have that before. So it was a big transition for us, but it was also a big benefit for us. Definitely return on investment, but mainly the automation to where we can have a better understanding of the processes that we're using and how we can improve them, but also to capture our inventory live to be able to understand where our product is, if it's on the water or when it's going to be arriving from being on the water. That's been huge for us. Absolutely. Yes, very much. Very much. Yeah. It's kind of overwhelming if I can expand just the amount of capabilities you have to customize and then to add in bundles. It's way more than I expected. So absolutely. It went way better than expected. Yes. Yes, absolutely.